The boat can leave now. Tell the crew.
Podcast. We might never take the world, at least we've had our say. Real talk about movies, music, politics, race, and religion. Growing up, not growing old, the feeling is still the same. Live from New York. It's the Growing Up, Not Growing Old podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Growing Up, Not Growing Old podcast. My name is Mike Russo, your host. You know me, you love me, but now you can see me. I'm in fucking video. Look at this guy. You know this guy. You love him as well. That's my man, the hardest working man in the world, Tinman for the UK. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Mike. How's it going, buddy? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I want to thank you on my first video podcast. You know, it's always going to be gungo. I thanked you for telling me about this thing, so now I could thank you in virtual person. So thanks for letting me know
sure,
so
man.
far.
Yeah.
It's working. So
I didn't know we were going to do video.
You told me about this shit, though.
No, I mean, I didn't know you were going to use the video because it can be audio. Good job. I kept my pants on.
Yeah, we don't want no pants dances happening around here, but I'm going to do audio and video. What
Sweet.
I'm going to do, YouTube, I can put the video to YouTube, and then I'll put the audio where I always put the audio.
Right.
And then once I get a certain amount of follows on YouTube, then I'll do some live shows, which will be fun.
Very nice. Cool, man. Yeah.
I think it's like, what, 50, you need like 50 subscribers to go live on YouTube?
I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I do it with mine, but I can't remember what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, so, all right, so for those who don't know you, how... I'm not even going to try to attempt to list everything that you do. So if you wouldn't mind, just break it down for us.
Okay, before we do. Oh, there you go.
That's nice.
My evening beer. Thank you very much. Yes, I am a busy dude. I have, well, it depends what you want to talk about. I got a YouTube channel called Splatter Plastic, and me and my mate Liam, we review movie soundtracks on vinyl. That's a big one.
That's one of my favorite shows ever, by the way. I'm always watching it and going back and watching ones I missed. You guys do such a good job.
Oh, cheers, man. I appreciate that. That's good because I think, you know, sometimes when, obviously I'm from the UK. I don't really have an accent, but my buddy Liam's from Liverpool. And I can imagine, I remember you years ago saying to me, is he Scottish? You know, not, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's from Liverpool. So the accent can be quite tricky for some people. But if you get it, then that's amazing. That's great.
You do get used to it, though. I got used to it pretty quick.
Right.
I would, so I got used to Liam's accent, but I would show Splatter, because, you know, I'm a big fan of you guys. So I would show other people.
Oh, right.
And the YouTube subtitles are not the best. They don't work so good. So for people who are not used to his accent the way I am, I would put the subtitles on, and it didn't help.
It didn't match up. It didn't say what it was supposed to say.
No. Just like when I try to talk to Siri, it doesn't understand my accent at all. When I'm in the car trying to text people, it doesn't know what the fuck I'm saying.
Oh, right. That's amazing.
Someone calling me now. Do not disturb. I got to put do not disturb on. Sorry.
That's cool.
Splatter Plastic. Wait,
Splatter Plastic,
real quick.
yeah.
I got one more thing about Splatter Plastic. You motherfuckers, you do such a good job that I want to go buy the shit that you talk about. Like,
yeah.
I went back and listened to the Sounds of the Lamb episode, Sounds of the Lambs.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, I stopped buying vinyl, but I might have to go buy that shit.
So expensive, dude. So expensive. In fact, yeah, it's not really. The price hasn't really jumped a lot in the last sort of like 5 years. It's stayed expensive from the off. So
Right.
it just is. It is what it is. But yeah, it's an expensive game. It really is. But movie scores, man, they are the way. I fucking love. Me and you have spoken in the past. You know how much we'd love the scores to movies and stuff like that. But I've got to ask you a question.
Yes.
Gungo, is this like, are we back? Like, for real?
Well, the thing is, I never left. Is the thing. I just dropped off consistency wise because of main reasons. Is I got a new job. I separated from my kid's mom all at the same time, and my computer got a virus. So all that shit just happened one after another after another. So I wasn't able to do this kind of show for years and years and years. I could have brought my MacBook to the place and told them to fix it. I could have bought a regular PC and used Audacity or whatever. But the thing is, I just never caught up with it. And so now with this video thing, and now I have a way to do it thanks to you. I'm not going to say I'm back because I never left, but my consistency might be a little better. So yes, I guess you could say I'm back. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because I must admit, we spoke about this before when I've been on your show, that we started chatting in 2014.
Crazy.
Which is nuts, really. But you were one of the first podcasts that I was like, oh, I'm into this. As in, you know, we like the same things, you like the same music, we like the same movies, and I used to play your podcast commuting back and forth to work and stuff like that. And it became
Great.
like and obviously back then you were dead busy, you know, you were doing a lot. So it was great. It was like, oh, there's another one.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I'm glad to be back with you.
Can't thank you enough for that, man. I really can't thank you enough for that. And there's been more than a couple of people that reached out to me and said the same exact thing. I listened to you on the commute. Mm-hmm. So I really totally love that shit.
Yeah, man, it's great. I love it.
And when I did like drop off and not do it as consistent, I felt like I was letting people down. Like, you know, for real. Like, yo, because people, you got me through my work day, you got me through my commute. I'm like, oh man, but you know, life is life. You know, it's fucked up.
Yeah, but think about it, dude. You know, you don't do this just to please other people. You've got to enjoy it yourself and have the time to do it. And people love it. And that, you know, and people will still be there. I reckon still be there from the beginning, you know. So,
and the numbers I was doing, I was like, all right, I was doing really good numbers, right? But I said, okay, there's a certain percentage of that is going to be bots. Let's take out the bots. And I was like, holy shit, I was like really doing good numbers. So every once in a while, I'll check my numbers. Of course, it's not about the numbers, but it's good to see who you're talking to, how many people you're talking to. Because when I first started this thing,
true, yeah, but no, it's good, man. I when you messaged me, I was just like wrapping up my last hour in work, and you're like, when are you free? I'm like, oh my god, in an hour, let's do it.
Yeah, and you know what? I would have been, shit. If you would have been like, I'm ready in 10 minutes, I would have done it. But I had to charge all my shit though, because I like to use my iPad because it's just bigger. Yeah. It's so much easier because you know I got glasses now. I just started with the glasses.
Same,
just for reading, man. Right?
Yeah. You know, I should be wearing them now. You're a little fuzzy, but yeah, I really need them for reading now. You know, I'm getting all the grey, and you know, that's it. Yeah,
grey and the goatee is passable though. Yeah, because it's like you're still kind of like edgy a little bit. You know, I got a gray goatee and I'm covered with tattoos. I'm a grandfather. What's up?
Yeah, what's up? Yeah. I don't know. You find these people, they dye their like facial hair. What's that about? I don't get it.
Never. I'm not that vain.
No.
I am a little vain, but
yeah, it is what it is. You know, I got more hair on my back than I probably have on my face, to be honest. You know what I mean?
All right, Splattered Plastic, one of my favorite shows, YouTube show. What else you got?
Thank you, man. I've started a new one recently called The Hardcore Showcase. That is basically just myself sitting up here in this little loft where I am now and I'm just talking about my record collection, my music record collection. Now we're talking the hardcore, the metal, the punk, the thrash, that sort of stuff, and I'm really enjoying it, and it's doing really well. To be fair, yeah.
Do you ever think about having like not a like a like, oh, look, here's Mike Russo. He's going to do a segment on his favorite hardcore album, or like doing like bring someone else in to have their thoughts on one specific album, or I don't know what you would call it, not a guest, but like almost like a little special little side thing, like, oh, hardcore showcase this week. We're going to do a 5-minute segment with this guy.
That's a good point. That's a good idea. Like we did with Splatter Plastic, where you came on and talked about your records, bit like that.
Oh right, yeah. Exactly. Thank you. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
so yeah, that's a good point. I never thought of it like that. Oh, yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, I like I say, I've got a big like music collection, which I just like talking about, like bands and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Because after I watched the hardcore showcase, I was like, that's a really good thing he's doing, because like I have a story about how I got into hardcore, and I have that album vinyl. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll do that. But then it's like, I'm just going to, I only have like 5 hardcore albums. So I can't do my own show. But I was like, yeah, maybe I could do a little something and send it to him, you know. So I got that idea.
Yeah.
Excuse me. All right, so that's a good one. What else you got?
So they're the 2 YouTube channels. And then, of course...
I'm sorry, wait, what was the second one? What's the official title of the hardcore showcase?
Well, it was called, it was Hardcore Punk Thrash Metal Showcase originally. And it was H.
Bit of a mouthful, isn't it?
It was a bit of a mouthful. And it was just the initials, and it just didn't look right. So I shortened that down to the Hardcore Showcase, or THS.
Yeah, right,
So,
good.
Yeah, it makes more sense. I'm not necessarily sticking with just hardcore. I can do metal, because hardcore means just heavy in general. Yeah. So we've abbreviated it down to that.
It's your channel. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Exactly. I can do what I want. I can do it in my underwear. Not that anyone sees me from below the belly. You know what I mean?
Thank God. Yes.
Just to clarify.
Great pubes.
Just to clarify, I do not do the show in my underwear.
Thank God.
Thank God. Yeah. So what else do I do? That I've got about 400 podcasts on the go.
Yo, for real, bro. For real.
Yeah, man. I'm a motor mouth. I like talking to people. I love it.
But how come you just don't do all your podcasts except for Rabid Weasels? Like Tinman Talks.
Yeah.
The dad. What's the dad one called again?
Oh, the Army of Dadness.
Army of Dadness. How come you just don't do like one and just have one show and incorporate everybody? Obviously, Rabid Weasels is a whole different thing, but.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's like I should do like a Splatter Plastic network, shouldn't I? Really, with
that's a fucking idea.
Everything.
I will be on your network in a second too.
Cheers,
like
buddy.
I've been asked to be on networks. I'm like, nah, I don't want to.
Yeah, it would just be me doing it though, because I don't know. I don't really, But yeah,
it's a lot.
It's. I mean, I like I say, I just like talking. I like talking to people, and
it would be the Tinman Network. That's what it would be. It would be Splatter Plastic, Tinman Talks, Army of Dadness, the Hardcore Showcase, all you.
Yeah.
It's the celebration of you.
Yeah,
you will be dyeing your fucking gray hair after this. You will be.
Yeah, that's right. I was saying to someone the other day that, as strange, as morbid as it is, but when you die, right, you have pictures of yourself, that the family have, and they remember these pictures of you and stuff like that. I suppose in a way, with me having about 400 million shows, that people can still, enjoy me when I'm gone, in a sense, you know what I mean? I'm still there.
For you're immortal.
Yeah. In a kind of a weird way. I don't know why we went from that to that. That was a bit dark, a bit quick.
That's okay.
But yeah. But yeah, it's like, someone could find me doing something because I've got like too many. Basically, what Liam said to me, and he's right. I've got plates spinning on sticks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're just fucking. And I'm like this, and it's fucking keep going.
Yo, Fred, you got one. Yeah, you got one on your head for real. On both your kneecaps.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Busy bee, man. Busy bee. But that's the way I like it. And I love being guests on shows because it's like I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, you really don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
That's why I used to love having Matt the Rat on my show because that dude can fucking talk. And I mean, it's not just that. He's a good dude. I love him and everything. He's funny. He's informative. But yo, I could just say, "What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show," and then he could just go off. I actually should reach out to him. I'm gonna reach out to him next. Yeah.
Oh my God, I've not spoke to him since your show. Oh my God, that's years. Wow.
That's when I lived in that might be 2016, 2017.
Yeah.
Almost 10 years ago. Actually, this is 2025. And when you said we first started talking in 2014.
Yeah, that's right.
That's also when I stopped drinking. So I got like almost 11 years in not drinking.
Oh, congratulations, dude. That's amazing.
Fuck. What are you drinking, by the way? What is that?
I'll drink to that. I'm drinking a IPA, a pale ale, just a regular, like it's a brew dog. We have brew dog over here. I don't know if you have it over there. It's like a UK thing. It's all right. It's good.
All right, so let's take a quick sidebar. IPA, is it Imperial Pale Ale or India Pale Ale?
India Pale Ale.
What is Imperial Pale Ale?
I don't know. I've never heard that before.
Did I just make it up?
Maybe it was something to do with Star Wars, the Empire.
Oh, let's talk about that later. I got something to tell you about that.
All right, cool.
Okay, so Splatter Plastic, the Hardcore Showcase. You got Tinman Talks.
Yeah.
Which is a great show. Last episode was great.
Cheers, man. I need to get back on that. That's the only one that I'm slacking with. It's just finding the time to find people. I've had you, like I say, I've had yourself on. I love Tinman Talks because it's general. It's just anything. A bit like what you do. You know, you're the same. You can, what's been going on, what's going on in life and stuff like that. And it's I enjoy that one. Cool.
I don't do show prep or I don't do pre anything, as you know. You just turn the mics on and we just go.
It's the best way because it's natural.
Yeah.
It's totally natural. I don't think I've got anything planned to say to you. We just hang out, and that's what I love about it. Yeah, that's what this was always supposed to be, just a hangout, really. Yeah, man.
Army of Dadness. Let's get into this one.
Oh, that's
another great last episode.
Oh, cheers, man. Yeah, that's a fun one. So, Army of Dadness it's me and my buddy Adam. Now, we used to hang out quite a bit. We were in a band together for a while, and we became, obviously, I've been a dad for God knows how long, and let's say recently, in the last so many, I don't know how old his daughter now. Oh, geez. Anyway, he's a newish dad, should we say, in the last 6-7 years.
Okay.
So we didn't really hang out. So we came up with Army of Dadness. Just basically is a bit like what we do, is just to catch up what's been happening, Came up with the title Army of Dadness. Thought that was a play on words because we both like Army of Darkness. I know a lot of people hate it. And and that's it. We just get together. We shoot the shit. What have you been watching? What have you been doing? And
So it's almost like just two friends catching up, but we're in on the conversation.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
that's pretty cool. I like that.
That's kind of it. There's no script for that either. There's nothing really scripted. The only script things I do is
Splatter Plastic.
Splatter Plastic. Well, Splatter Plastic has a layout, right? We talk about this, then we talk about this, but it's very natural. It goes in its own sort of way, and I suppose Rabid Weasels does as well because it's guests, but yeah, it's just very on the cuff, and it kind of works. I quite like Army of Dadness. It's good. So
now we got to talk about the big one, because I'm calling this the big one because it's about a specific thing and only that thing. Rabid Weasels. What's that about?
I love Return of the Living Dead. If you didn't guess.
Yeah, like I've mentioned this before. Like we always talk about movies and horror movies, and I feel like one day a switch got flipped, and you're like the biggest Return of the Living Dead fan ever.
It's weird because I saw it when I was a teenager and I loved it, and then years pass and it's like you didn't forget about it, but it was always there. I think I always had a Return of the Living Dead T-shirt and stuff like that, and then as I was getting back, sort of my rekindling for horror and stuff like that through Liam, I just thought, do you know what? I watched this movie again. I love this movie. This is really good. Yeah. And I've just fallen right back in love with it. And with Return of the Living Dead being 40 years this year, I was like, no one's really talking about this movie. Maybe I should do it. I started with just an Instagram first.
Right.
I never planned to do a podcast, but it grew. The Instagram grew, and before you know it, it's like I could talk to people about this. I'm sure there's people out there. And
Fuck yeah!
Well, yeah, and through that, I've managed to speak to some of the cast of the movies, and I'm like, wow. So it's opened up some doors. Like
getting Tommy Jarvis is huge.
Yeah, that was fun, man. That was my first big-ish guest. And that was major. So, you comfy?
I have to get up 1 second.
Yeah, man.
It's fucked up doing video because you can see me, right? Can you see me?
Yeah.
I'm in my house.
I can see you. Got your pants.
This camera follows me around.
I know. I was weird. You got up and it followed you. What's going on with that? Look at that. That's wild.
Isn't that weird?
How does it do that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, so I got to show you what I just popped open.
Okay.
You could judge me if you want. It's okay.
Oh, the alcoholic free. Yeah.
So what happened was I don't drink non-alcoholic beer. I feel like what's the point? But I was at 7-Eleven the other day, and they were giving away free samples.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, why not? And I actually fucking enjoy it. I actually like the non-alcoholic Heineken. Now, when I was in Florida just yesterday, 2 days ago, they had non-alcoholic, some beer called Athletic. It was like a fruity beer. And I'm not a fruity beer guy at all. When I used to drink, I was Guinness, Budweiser, Heineken. But yo, this shit was good. This shit was actually fucking good.
Nice.
All right, Rabid Weasels, man. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
Yeah. No, it's good. I just love Return of the Living Dead, and I like to talk to people about it. It zooms in when you drink.
Get the fuck out of here, really?
It zoomed right in.
Oh, I gotta look good.
That was brilliant. That was like, and here he goes. Here he is.
That is, I can't wait to go back and look at that. Holy shit.
That was brilliant. It's like the money shot.
I'm going to send that to Heineken. Be like, yo, make sure the label's out next time.
Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Heineken.
Right, cool. For the people who don't want to get drunk but are still alcoholics.
The official sponsors.
0.0% alcohol. Sponsor of the Gungo Podcast.
Yeah. Brilliant.
I love Rabid Weasels. I was thank you for letting me be on it. Really, really good. So that's a million shows. Is that all the podcasts?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's it. 4 podcasts. No, 3. No, I've got another one.
Which one?
I've got a new one, and it's called Spook Central, and it's a Ghostbusters one.
Oh my god! How are you keeping up with these things?
I don't.
Holy fuck! Obviously, you're a big Ghostbusters fan. I can see the thing in the back there.
Yeah. Big Ghostbusters fan. Always have been. I found a guy who it's one of the dads at my son's football team or soccer team.
Right.
And it turns out he's a massive Ghostbusters fan. So we've been talking back and forth since my son's been doing football. And he's as big a Ghostbusters nut as me. So we've started a podcast.
Oh, that's great. Don't you love when that happens? It's like, I was at the movie theater. I was at the movies the other day. And I was wearing my Sick of It All beanie because it's cold over. They're having a cold winter in New York. So I was wearing my Sick of It All beanie, and there was a guy in the theater with a Cro-Mag shirt.
Nice.
So we gave each other the look and the nod, yeah,
you know,
and you know. Nobody else knows, but we know.
Brilliant, man. Brilliant. They zoomed in again.
Oh, that's so fucking.
Why
does it do that?
It's fucking ace. I love it.
When could we be expecting the Ghostbusters pod?
The introduction episode is already out.
Oh,
So I'll send you a link.
Do it.
That's the base. That first episode is us telling the supposed audience that how, why, and when we fell in love with Ghostbusters type thing. Excuse me. And then tomorrow morning, we do an episode. We've got another one. We're doing another one. So there you go.
Oh, beautiful! Can't wait for that.
Cheers,
now we're gonna jump over to bands.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Let's do the bands because you're doing big things over there, bro.
Oh yeah, been busy. Oh yeah.
Let's talk about Chain of Survival right off the bat. You also you got a couple things, but I want to talk about COS.
Okay.
You sent me the link. I don't know if it was Bandcamp or whatever it was. And I told you I'm an honest guy, but sometimes to a fault. Like sometimes I'm too honest.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I didn't like it, I would tell you I didn't like it, and a lot of people get offended by that.
Best way to be. I prefer that. I'd like even constructive criticism. I think everybody needs it. You don't want to be like, oh yeah, it's great when if you don't like it.
Yeah.
Tell me what you don't like. And then I can improve if it's something specific. You know what I mean? So we know 100%.
Yeah, that's why when my girl makes food that I don't like, I don't tell her it's good because then she'll keep making that shit. Because you gotta, you gotta tell her it's not good.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you sent me the Chain of Survival, I was like, yo, it's banging. And that shit is fucking good. I like it so much that I took one of the songs and made my own fucking video for it.
Yes, you did.
I made sure.
Thank you so much.
And I said, the band doesn't endorse this. I do that, just in case. I don't want anyone to think that you guys supported it or asked me to do it. That's just how much I fucking like it. Good job with Chain. That shit is good, bro.
Oh man, thank you so much. Hey, have I sent you a CD? You still do CDs and shit, don't you?
No.
You don't? All right.
No.
I could send you a CD because we have CDs, but if you don't have a player, then what the hell? I'll send you one anyway, just so you can have one.
All right, cool. I'm not gonna say no to fucking to stuff like that, but I do pretty much all digital. I never threw away my CDs though.
You still got them, and
I still got some cassettes.
Nice.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna send. Oh, you're not on TikTok, but you can still look at it. I did a TikTok of my hardcore cassettes that I still have.
All right,
it's pretty interesting. So I'm gonna send that to you when I get a chance.
Yeah, man.
So should I get my brother on for the band segment because he was in the band?
Yes, do that. That'd be great. I've not spoken to him in years, man.
I wonder if I can fucking pull this shit off.
Yeah, you can. You can invite. I think I had 4 people on in one go.
That's actually what made me reach out to you.
Oh, right.
Because cool. I saw how you had that, and I was like, yo, how the fuck? And there was people from the US on there.
Yeah.
There's one guy from the UK or wherever he's from, right?
Yeah. That's right, yeah. That was the round table. My first ever round table. It was amazing.
And it came out great.
Yeah, cheers, man. Appreciate that.
And I don't even think that they all had microphones, I don't think.
Not 100% sure. I think maybe they did. Not sure. Yeah.
You know what? I can't invite him because I just had him on. So it's saying I already sent him an invite, which is fucking stupid. What if I invite him as an audience member? Is that something we can do?
I don't know if... I don't know how that works. Maybe... Are you inviting him as a guest or are you inviting him as a...
Yeah, guest.
You should be able to send it to him. Pretty sure.
It says I already invited him, which is fucking dumb.
No.
That's fucking... You see, the thing is, I could text him, but I'm on my iPad and he has a fucking Android phone.
Right.
Well, whatever.
Oh, shame, man.
Let's try one more time.
Give it another go. I'm going to take off my hoodie because I'm roasting. 2 seconds.
Yeah, gotta do it.
Oh, just nearly showed my man titties then.
Woo! You're giving us a show. Let's do it.
Bow.
Yo, do you remember Police Academy?
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the Blue Oyster Club?
Blue Oyster, yeah. I love that shit. Oh, I haven't seen that in years, man.
Yeah, those are great. Those are great flicks.
Yeah, man,
First three. So let me okay, one second. Did it zoom in again?
Of course, it's great. I love it. I wish you did it with mine. Ready?
It does not.
Boring shit.
It does not.
Sucks.
So before we talk about the band stuff,
Okay.
see if I can get my brother on because he was in a band. I figured he'd have some input. Or so I just
Cool.
texted him. He does not have an invite. So I don't know why it's not letting me invite him twice.
That's weird. Yeah.
God, that's so stupid. And he only has one email.
Very strange.
So I was just gonna try it one more fucking time.
So when you copy the link to him, will it let you copy it?
It does, but then I have to get out of here to email it, and I don't know what happens if I get out of here. I don't know what's gonna happen.
There he is.
Oh shit!
Hey,
What's going on?
hey man, how's it going?
What's up? What's up? You know what I did? I clicked on the other one you sent me.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, but I was expecting a new one.
No, it only lets me send it once for some reason.
What the fuck is that about?
It's fucking dumb, but it worked.
What's going on? What's up, Tinman?
Hey buddy, how's it going? Oh, it's been years.
Yeah, long time, man. How's it going?
Yeah, doing good, man. Doing real good. It's nice to be back. You know what I mean? Chatting to you guys.
Yeah, nice. I was just listening to you two before. You guys were talking about Star Wars and shit and some movies. Yeah, I was fucking laughing, bro. It was good stuff.
That's great. I love to hear that.
Yeah.
It was definitely good stuff, man.
All right, so the reason why I wanted to get you on now was because I was asking him about his bands that he's in. And you were in a band, so I get your input on some stuff, if you don't mind, that we could talk about it. And so Chain of Survival's the band.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's right.
Tell me about the last couple. What you been doing, bro? You been busy? Tell me about it.
Been a little bit busy, yeah. So, last May, we managed to get on 4 dates with Sick of It All around the UK, which was amazing. I gotta say, which was absolutely amazing. It was, it was mind blowing. They were the nicest guys ever, as you know.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, they were really, really nice guys. And
that's always good to hear because you don't want to find out that these guys. Like for me personally, if I found out that they were dicks, it wouldn't change my opinion of the band or my experiences with them or anything like that. But it would just still kind of suck if they were assholes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it would taint it a little bit, wouldn't it? Sort of thing.
Maybe a lot of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
See, I don't have a problem separating the artist from their views or whatever. So for me, it wouldn't really be that bad. It would just kind of suck.
Yeah. Yeah, I get you. But no, they were really nice. They were nice guys. I think we played Manchester, Newcastle. Where did we go? Glasgow and then London. So it was like up all the way up and then all the way down. It was really good. Yeah.
How was the Glasgow?
That was a really good gig because what the best thing about that is we were the support band. We were on first. We're kind of new, really. We've got that one CD and one online release. So we were just the opener, and then Glasgow they bumped us up, so we were before Sick of It All, so we were third on.
Wow.
That's great.
That was crazy. So we were like, really? Oh, okay, all right. And I remember our singer, Ron, he was there going, why are we third? What's going on? What? This isn't right. Maybe we should go. Maybe we should be asked to go back down. I'm like, don't jinx it. Stay where you are.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he was a bit like, he was a bit panicky. But it was great because it was by that point it was really full, and we went down really well, man. And by Glasgow, third night in, you're kind of like on fire. Then you know what you're doing.
Yeah,
and your voice is a little bit gruffer, so you're a bit like a bit shoutier than you were.
Yeah,
so, yeah, man. It was really good.
Let me ask you, because you were the vocalist in your band. How does it feel when you got the crowd going off to your music?
I mean, it's hard to explain because when you see them flipping out and going nuts and they're like singing like dumb shit you wrote, but they fucking love it, bro. I can't even explain the rush that comes over you, man. It's fucking nuts, man, and you just want to like, you know what? It's hard to explain, but it's a beautiful thing.
Tinman, how you feel? Like, how does that feel when you see people just going off to your music?
Yeah, Ant's right there. It gives you this like, I mean, I'm drumming, so my head's down doing this. You look up and you see people dancing. You know,
yeah.
Not we don't get a big crowd, but we see people going for it, and you're like, you put your head back down, and and you just hit a little bit harder. You're like, come on, you know. Oh,
that's fucking great.
That sound you just made sums it up, man. It really does. It's just like, you know, you remember the veterans benefit?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yep.
They went so fucking haywire that show that my drummer like threw something at me. Rest in peace, JK. He threw something at me. I turned to him and he was like, oh. And I was like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, I was bringing that. I was asking specifically about that show because you guys tore that fucking place up. Like there was people flipping around. That was when I was actually doing a podcast live from that show.
Yeah,
I remember that one. Yes.
Yeah. And when you guys came on, I had Tony Enns took over, and I went to go watch the show, so I saw it like firsthand. It was great.
I just got the chills now thinking about it.
Yeah, that's good shit. So yeah, Sick of It All, man. That's a big opening up for Sick of It All is huge.
Phenomenal.
In hardcore, we don't have like heroes. We don't look up to these people, but they're all like they've been around for 30, 40 fucking years.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, every fucking album is good.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Right.
100%.
I mean, there's some more than others, obviously, but that's must have been a thrill and a half, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was insane. If you'd have put me, if I'd have gone in a time machine and gone back to when I was 18 or 17 when I started and said, dude, when you're nearly 50, you can play with Sick of It All, I'd be like, shut up and tell lies. You know what I mean? It's taken that long to finally like get the shows that we've always wanted, but it's just, it was amazing.
How did you feel like when they told you you're going to play with Sick of It All? Because I know how I felt when they told me about the Cro-Mags and Murphy's Law. I can imagine what you felt when they told you you're going to play with Sick of It All.
Well, do you know what? We knew it was on the cards for like 2 months before it was announced, but it was always a bit like you might be on, you might not. And then at one, that was it. And then one point you were, and it was like, yes. And then at one point, you're not. It was like, So then we thought it was all over. It wasn't going to happen. And then we got the call to say, you are. And it was like, holy shit.
Talk about playing with emotions, huh?
Oh, yeah, totally. But,
fuck with me emotions.
Yeah, so we got the 4 dates. Because at first it was going to be a lot more than 4. And being a family man, it was like, shit, man, I can't do more than 4.
Do you sleep, by the way? Because, Ed, we just ran down his podcast. He does about 6 podcasts. He's in Chain of Survival's active, but you also had the Chugger thing going, right?
Yeah, I love Chugger. I've got a third album waiting to go.
I got to say, too, everything that you've put out, I like. All of it. It just, you know what it is? It reminds me of the way hardcore punk is supposed to sound.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Dude, thank you, man, for keeping it fucking real. I went to go see Strife 2 weeks ago in Jersey, and they had like 4 bands on before them, and every one of them sounded like death metal. But they were under the hardcore thing, and I'm like, except for one of them. One of them sounded OG style, but Yeah, it sounded like death metal, man. Everybody was like, all that shit. And you know, with hardcore, however it comes out of your mouth is how it sounds. You don't try to put a front on.
No.
This is my hardcore voice. However you come out is how it sounds. Like look at like Youth of Today, Agnostic Front, Sick of It All.
Rabies,
Yeah,
John
these are the guys.
Joseph.
Yeah, the guys that stick out are the guys that are fucking real. This is how I sound. That's it.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
feel like there's another band, right? Oh no.
For me,
Yeah.
yeah, there's like an old 80s punk band from like near Liverpool, which I did drum with on and off, and I don't do as much with them now because they wanted to keep going, but I was like, I'm kind of busy, so I said, why don't you use someone else and you can grab me when you need me, and they've kind of carried on with that guy, which is absolutely cool with me because I've got like 4,000 things on the go anyway.
Yeah,
You know
no
what I mean?
shit.
Yeah.
And you're a fucking father and a grandfather.
Yes.
Crazy.
God bless.
Thank you. Thank
God
you, man.
bless. Yeah,
Thank you,
good
man.
for you.
Yeah, man.
I get confused now that I'm older. I got
Yeah.
too much shit happening. I get confused.
You just got to put a stop to everything at that point.
I just asked you before, Mike, or yesterday. Did you ever see Sorcerer? You were like, bro, we had like 3 conversations on that.
Like in depth. We were talking about our theories on the ending and everything, bro.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
brilliant.
going to say they never happened.
We were talking about Oh, it changed. Oh, also, who else you guys play with?
A couple of weeks back, we opened up for Madball,
How was that?
Nice.
and that was insane. That was
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, that
Nice.
was. I couldn't believe we got that because basically, so when we played Manchester with Sick of It All the May before, I forgot I had the promoter's email still from when we played with them back and forth and all that. So then Madball got announced in Manchester, and I was like, "Oh, I'd love to get on that." And I remembered I've got the promoter's email. I'll just send him an email. You know, nothing to lose. If I don't hear anything back, doesn't matter. Blasted them an email. About a week went by, and then I got one back saying, "Yeah, you can support Madball." We were like,
Huge.
Wow. That's fucking great, man.
"Yeah, man."
Because I
Absolutely
feel like
insane.
Madball's got such a big audience.
They do.
Do you know Freddie? He's like 2 years older than like me and you, Mike, and he goes over on that stage like you wouldn't believe. He's so energetic, man. It's unreal. Yeah,
They do it for a living, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, I think Madball, Sick of It All. That's a lot of them are vegan. You know, a lot of them really they go strict. But I mean, when you do it for a living, you got to jump around like that until it's over.
Yeah.
Also,
Big, man.
there's a correlation with hardcore music and MMA also, which seems kind of natural. So I think a lot of these guys are in the MMA and they keep in shape. Last time I saw Madball, I think was at the 2021 Thompson Square Park show.
Yeah.
And he was jumping around, running around like a fucking maniac.
That was a great show, by the way.
Oh, that was awesome. That was such a good thing because everyone said, "Oh, it's a super spreader event. They're all gonna." Nothing happened.
God.
Nothing
People were
happened.
all over that, and not one fucking guy, not one sweaty, ugly, hardcore kid got sick, bro. Not one.
What was the where did you play with Madball? Like what I don't know, city.
That was Manchester. So it was the same venue.
Home field advantage.
Yeah, so it's the same place where we played with Sick of It All, so we kind of knew the kind of setup and stuff like that. And I think the bit that really, really did it for us is we played great, to be fair, and we went down well, which was great. We sold a load of merch, which is that's what you want, isn't it? Your money.
Fuck yeah.
But the merch guy went up to my singer and was like, "Do you want to do a t-shirt swap? Do you want to swap shirts?" And my singer was like, "Yeah, man, sure." So here you go. Which one do you want? And he went, "Well, Freddie likes the one with the shield." And I was like, "Oh, right, okay." So we did a swap,
Yeah.
And then, lo and behold, Madball, come on. Freddie walks on and he's wearing our shirt, and we were just like, oh,
That
How fucking great is that? How great is
mate,
that?
so it's
mind
pretty
blown.
it's pretty cool having a band that you like wearing your band shirt. That's
Yeah.
number one. Number two, now you got all these people who couldn't go to that show watching the video of it.
Yeah.
What shirt is that? Let me look out. Do you know how many bands I looked I searched out for because another band was wearing the shirt?
That was the way you did it back in the day, wasn't it? That was it.
That
The
was it.
first hardcore show I ever went to was a Murphy's Law show.
Nice.
And he came out on stage. There was two things specifically. He had a cast on his leg because a bouncer fucking yoked him at a Fear show.
Ooh.
And he was wearing an H2O shirt.
All right.
And I was like, what the fuck is H2O? And then that's how I found H2O.
Mike,
There you
that was your first show, was Murphy's Law?
My first hardcore show, yeah.
Wow, that's fine. Me too. Same.
I'm sure a lot of people got that story too.
Yeah, Murphy's Law, Super Touch. That's a CBGB matinee, man. 1988.
Wow.
God, that's so fucking long ago. Holy shit.
Yo, mommy was
amazing.
pissed.
That's okay.
Mommy was pissed, bro. She was like, yeah, be home by 10 o'clock. She had no idea. I took the fucking Long Island Railroad to the fucking city and was in the Lower East Side the whole night.
And that's when the Lower East Side was the Lower East Side.
Yeah, it was a scary place, man.
Yeah. Actually, so the first hardcore song that got me into this kind of music was The Hard Way by Outburst. Tinman, I don't know if you're familiar with that song.
Oh, yeah.
So I love that fucking song. So when I walked into that Murphy's Law show, which was a matinee out on Long Island, there was a band covering that song as I walked in. And I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? I will
Amazing.
always remember that show, that Murphy's Law show. Murphy's Law, 25 to Life, One for One, Planet Freak, a lot of bands that aren't around anymore, but such a good show. Cornerstone, such a good fucking show.
Amazing.
That was your first show, Ant?
Yeah. I was scared to death.
Yeah.
I had hair. I had a lot of hair.
You must have been like 14.
Dude, I was a fucking child. I go in there. I was with, and you want to know something? I was young, but I kind of thought, I had a few fights. I thought I was kind of tough. I got to that show. The skinheads were hair bashing, punk bashing, and I didn't really know what the fuck they were doing. They were moshing and shit, mixing it up. I'm like, I put my fucking hood on, wrap my hair up. I'm like, holy shit, they're fighting. But they weren't fighting. They were just like doing their thing,
Yeah.
But at first I was scared to death, and then I realized, all right, this is
what it is.
This is what it is, and holy shit, do I fucking love it.
Yeah.
That was it.
My first concert, my first concert was Slayer and Biohazard
Oof.
at the Roseland in New York City.
Oh.
So this is the first time Slayer played in New York in like forever, right? Because they had some kind of incident at some that place. Oh, it was the Fell Forum. I thought it was some.
They fucking tore the chairs out and threw them all over the fucking place.
So Tin, this is Slayer's first time back in New York in forever. So we're sitting there, Biohazard. I'm not a big Biohazard fan, but they fucking so good live. They are so fucking good live. So they played their set. So all of a sudden I'm sitting there and it's like you don't even get a warning. It's just. It's like, what the fuck?
Good.
The whole place is just like this.
Yeah.
Right then, it just hair everywhere. Like, I was like, what the fuck? It was amazing. I'll never forget that for my entire fucking life, how awesome that was. So obviously my question to you, Tim, man, is what was your first, because I know you got into hardcore a little bit late, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what was like your first hardcore show or your first like concert?
So my very first show for me was 92. And it was Pantera opening up for Megadeth.
What Pantera album did they have out at the time?
That was Vulgar Display. Vulgar Display.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So Pantera was first, then Megadeth, but it was seated, and everyone stayed in their seats. So it was a bit like
that's strange.
But I didn't know any different because it was my first gig, first show. So it was like, oh, this is what you do. You stay in your seat, you stand up, and everyone goes, oh.
Have a bit of tea.
Exactly. Sit down, So then Pantera came back in 93 and did the Vulgar Display of Power tour. So, of course, we're going, and we go, and I walk straight into a metal pit, not knowing what it was. And I just got... I'm getting slapped around the place. I'm running for the exit, going, oh, my God, I can see the exit sign next minute. Bang! I'm facing that way and running the opposite way. What the fuck? Oh, man, it was brutal. But
that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was great now. But at the time, I was like, long hair. I'm going to
die. And metal pits, there's no style.
No, it's just
straight fucking violent shit. Oh, man. But,
yeah.
Yeah. Being a metalhead is wild shit, man, because everything sucks but metal. Everything sucks. You suck.
Yeah, I hate you and all the usual. Yeah. So, first hardcore show. It was a tiny little club not far from where I live now, and it was Downset opening up first. Then it was Dog Eat Dog, and it was Biohazard 94.
Okay.
But I'd say hardcore, but a real hardcore show for me was 95, and it was H2O before their first album came out, and then it was Civ before Set Your Goals came out, and then it was Sick of It All on the Scratch the Surface tour.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah,
that's a fucking good one. That's a
95. Good one. Yeah, that was
the first time I saw them. The first time I saw Sick of It All, it was in between Scratch the Surface and Built to Last. There was a show right around the block from my house. I could walk there at this place. It was fucking beautiful. But so they closed after the Sick of It All plays. They just closed the place down. So if you guys know the albums, right? So it was in between Scratch the Surface and Built to Last. So they played Built to Last, the song, and Closer, two songs that no one's ever heard before. And it was fucking great. It was such a good fucking show. They played Consume, which they never fucking play that song.
Yeah.
Such a good fucking time.
The song Closer, right? I never liked it, right? And then, Sick of It All, around the same time, they played that song, and the way that song opens, Lou Collar came out doing that to the fucking beat. And ever since then, I was he just came out bouncing to that, and I was like, holy shit, this song is fucking great.
Yeah, it's like a Sick of It All love song too. It's about how fucked up you could be in relationships, mind games and shit, which is, kind of unique for like a hardcore band, but I like it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
When we played with them last year, it was the 30th anniversary of Scratch. So they missed off, I think, 2 off, but they played the whole album apart from 2 tracks. So it was
why would they leave the what? What can I guess what they are? Was it
which ones?
Do you know which ones they are off the top of your head, Tinman?
I'm just looking here. I've got my CDs here. I wonder if I can see it, if I can find it.
I'm gonna guess it's Farm Team or Return to Reality.
That's who they did. That's it. That's the two.
That's it. Those are the ones.
How did you guess that, man? Yeah, they're the two that didn't play.
I don't know how we guessed that, because Anthony guessed it too. I don't know how we got that.
We've never seen. I don't think I've ever seen them play those songs.
No,
but I've never seen them play. What's the one at the end?
Ceasefire.
I've never heard that. That's the first one or the last one. Either way,
last one I think. Ceasefire is the bass intro, isn't it? Do 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 do, and it kicks in.
Yes, that's a good fucking song, man. Shit.
And what's the first one again?
No Cure. Dan, 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 dan.
Such a good album, bro.
That album's just great. Like, it's a great album.
So good.
I've seen them play Goatless. Obviously, Scratch the Surface. Step Down, obviously. I got fucking Step Down is such a good song. I had Step Down single on CD. It was Step Down and Ball Slow Breakout.
Nice.
Nice.
And Straight Ahead. Those are 3 songs on the Step Down single.
Oh, Straight Ahead Live is just fucking drives me fucking nuts. That breakdown to that song, I just want to fucking flip the fuck out.
Step Down is such a good song. I had people who didn't like hardcore into that song
Yeah.
Like that's how good that fucking song "Step Down" is.
Fucking catchy,
yeah.
man.
And they used to come out to the Imperial March too back then.
Amazing.
Oh, I've only seen that one time. One
Yeah.
time I've seen them come out to that, man. I wish they would do it every time.
Tinman, you guys ever come out to like something, or you just come out?
But you know what?
Is there rules to that, by the way?
It's weird you were saying that because we're playing on Saturday in Liverpool, and we're going to be like second to top band, which is really cool. But the main headlining band, their set's only 15 minutes because they're just fucking fast as fuck. Like,
Oh wow!
so they want us to headline. So we're like, all right, no, I'm not fussed either way. You will do it. You know, it's cool. So I said to the guys, I was like, we need some intro music. And I was actually toying with the Unicron medley.
Nice. That's such a good opening fucking theme.
But you said Imperial March. Ooh, that could be a bloody winner. Ooh.
I think that's kind of been done a little bit. That's been done a lot. No doubt used that once I saw.
Oh,
Did
God.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Right.
I like the
What
Cro-Mags
about-
intro, too.
Oh, I was just gonna say the Cro-Mags have one of the best ones.
Fucking great. It
What do
is.
they have? What do they have?
It's actually my ringtone.
Yeah.
Clockwork Orange.
Ah, right. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
What
There might be
about?
rules? Because
Yeah,
a
it's like-
couple of times I tried to open up with the taxi driver like I have on the demo, and it wouldn't let me do it.
That might be reserved for the headliner, maybe.
Oh, it's fucking fine. Yeah, maybe, but they won't let me do it. I tried it a couple times, like I said, like right on the demo, how we opened that up, and they were like, "Nah, we can't." I'm like, "Fuck you mean you can?" It's hardcore, but I was like, you know what? I'll just play the fucking show and have a good time. No sense in getting a bent about it, but why not?
Yeah, I think that would be fucking silly if you can only do intros like that if you're like the fucking the headliner.
Yeah.
Like, what if you open with this? That's what you want to open with. One of my favorite soundtracks of all time.
That's fucking great.
Yeah,
I
man.
had so many ideas. Somebody should use that. It's fucking great.
Oh, it's so fucking good.
That's
I had
good,
so
man.
many ideas for that too. 48 hours I wanted to use.
I
Fucking
used that as an intro to my podcast before, for sure. That's such a good song.
Oh, it's great.
Hey,
Actually, I used it. Go ahead,
Ann.
Tim.
I gotta say, man, Breed Apart, man, what a band!
Oh, thank you, man.
Love you guys, man. It's so good.
Thank you, brother, man. I appreciate that so much. I
Yeah,
really do.
Yeah,
Especially from you guys. Thank you.
yeah, man. Yeah, it's great shit, man. I love it. Love it.
Yeah, I got people asking me like, "What happened to the band? They coming back?" I'm like, "God, there's only 2 of them left." Like, unfortunately.
You know what? Even if we had the bass player Brian, JK was the guy who came up with fucking everything. And he
Yeah.
wasn't even a hardcore guy. He was a straight fucking metalhead.
Well,
Right.
tell us what happened to the guys in the band. Excuse me.
Well, first of all, you want like from the beginning or real quick or
Just like, when people say, I say 2 guys in the band are dead, and I don't know what else to tell them. Like,
yeah. Well, Brian, rest in peace, overdosed. As a matter of fact, you know where he overdosed? He was in West Babylon, believe it or not.
what the fuck was he doing out here?
His mother actually lived in the neighborhood. He was laid out at Lenova, I think it's called. You know that place?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. It's right on.
I wouldn't know it. It's a funeral parlor? I
Yeah,
wouldn't know it. I don't know
it's right
funeral
on
parlor
that
names.
main drag.
It's not like a restaurant. Like, I wouldn't know names of funeral parlors.
See, me neither.
Unless it's Toro Grosso's.
Yeah, right. Terragrossa, right. But anyway, yeah, he would come to the shows all fucked up too. It would take him like a half hour to tune because he was all like fucked up. Yeah, bro, we used to bug out. We even played a diabetes benefit one time without him. We played like the first 4 songs without him. But hardcore, nobody gives a fuck. They just
I was there. I remember that.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, he passed. I'd rather not get into the Jay thing, but he passed, and Jay was like the fucking root, man. You know, I was on him for like 10 years. Jay, you're a good drummer, man. He like Slayer, this, that. I was like, let's do some hardcore. 15 years later, bro, he was like, all right, let's do it.
He
Yeah,
came
yeah,
around.
yeah, and fucking, but yeah, he was like the guy who he had the skills, man. I couldn't even write lyrics, dude. I just wrote shit down, and everybody, got pissed off about it, and that was it.
That
But
was one of the things about that band that everyone was like, "Yo, that drummer's fucking great." You know, when someone stands out, people notice.
we had 4 drummers after him. They could not fucking play the way he played. First of all, he was JK was self-taught. So he played, I think, if I'm not mistaken, if this makes any sense. You're a drummer, right?
Yeah, man.
Okay, so he played lefty on a righty kit. Does that make sense?
That's me. That's the same.
Oh, okay.
No
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, man.
Yeah. All right. So that is something then. So we brought in other drummers and they just couldn't follow him. And I even tried to dummy it down for them. Like, you guys heard of Breed Apart. It's not complicated. It's fucking hardcore. But
Yeah.
for some reason, I don't know, man. JK was definitely built different.
Right,
And
yeah.
I missed that motherfucker too, man.
Such a nice guy, too.
Great dude. Yeah, great
Yeah.
dude, man. But
Yeah,
he was the
rest in
guy.
peace.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah.
I wanted to do more Breed Apart, but it just doesn't seem right to do it without him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
What if you start fresh?
Something
with the
new.
same. Chris Manning, the guitarist, actually hit me up last week. I haven't called him back yet because when I get home from work, I'm lazy. I can't even talk on the phone. But I don't know. I was actually thinking about seeing if he wanted to do something, just to get back out there. I missed that fucking rush, man. Something
And
else.
maybe, out of respect for the fallen soldiers, maybe change the name,
Yeah.
Probably have the same style, because I really loved your guys' style also. Like I was telling Tinman earlier, I'm kind of honest to a
Thank
fault where if I don't like your shit, I won't be a dick about it, but I'm like, it's really not for me. I don't really like it. But luckily, both of you guys have great fucking bands, or you had a great band, and Tinman has a great band. So that's fucking definitely easy to tell you guys how awesome this music is.
I think we keep it real. I think you guys with your chugga and you. I didn't hear the new stuff yet, but I will.
Yeah, man. I'll send. Yeah, I'll.
Yeah, do that, please.
I'll send it over, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
because you keep it real. You guys keep it real. It's fucking hardcore to me. Supposed to be played a certain way.
Yeah,
Like I don't know, but yeah, I couldn't have any band any other way. It has to be that way.
yeah.
Can you
So,
Here's the weird thing about hardcore music and metal music. When I hear a band, I know what it is, and I couldn't tell you why. Like if you play me a band, I'm like, oh, that's a metal band, or that's a hardcore band, but I can't exactly tell you why. Like there's a band considered a hardcore, Sub-Zero, right?
Yeah.
That's a fucking metal band. They sound like a metal band,
yeah,
but they're a hardcore band.
yeah.
Right.
Like I don't understand half of this shit. How this works. Biohazard to me is a metal band.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my instincts are off, but I just every fucking time someone sees my New York hardcore tattoo, they're like Biohazard. I'm like, I don't know.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. When did Life of Agony become a hardcore band? Also, for me, they were just a metal band.
I got a story about that. If you got
What? Because they're from fucking Brooklyn?
fuck, listen. I used to work on 13th Avenue in the neighborhood, right? At a garment place, and this kid, they hired this kid, Pete, who actually went on to be the drummer for No Redeeming Social Value. He drummed for Sheer Terror. He bounced around a little bit. But somehow we started talking about music, and he's like, yeah, I like hardcore. And I was like, oh, yeah? He goes, I got a tape in my car. So he shows me, and it's River Runs Red. And I'm like, bro, I don't know. So I was like, why don't you try this? And I gave him Bold, Speak Out.
Yeah.
He went the other way. He went the other way, bro. From that day on, he still tells me, bro, I'll never forget when you gave me Bold Speak Out. He goes, that's hardcore.
That's a fucking great fucking album. I want to get that. I just was telling Tinman before, I don't buy records anymore. It's just too expensive a fucking thing. But I love records. I might have to get Bold on record to Speak Out because I don't think I have that one.
I grabbed it. It's great.
You got it, right?
I
You
grabbed it
almost
right
have
away.
to. Because, you know, I got Age of Quarrel. I got Where the Wild Things Are. I got Blood, Sweat. I got Norman Bates. I got fucking, what am I missing? Warzone. I got Don't Forget the Struggle. I don't have Start Today, or I don't have Judge, or any, or what am I missing there? What am I missing there?
Those are great albums.
I got Break Down the Walls.
Oh, I fucking love that album. Oh,
So I'm gonna have to get Bold Speak Out. I have to. Such a good album.
Tinman, what got you into hardcore?
For me, I was a metalhead first.
Me too.
Yeah, but I still am a metalhead as well. So
in the heart, right?
Oh yeah, no, I still.
Yeah, me too, a little bit.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Oh,
No, I mean he still buys, like, he still listens to metal, like metal, all the time.
Yeah. Like I was listening to Sepultura the other day. You know, it's like, yes, this still rips. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Which one did you have on?
I was listening to Arise. That's my favorite fucking
Sepultura
album.
That's a great album. It's a great album.
Yeah, it was Igor Cavalera that got me, turned me on to drums. It was actually his drumming that made me go, I want to be a drummer. It was him.
Oh wow! All right.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Was he the drummer on Morbid Visions or no?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that was Morbid Visions.
I love that album.
Yeah,
but it's a rough one.
Did you hear they redid it?
Have you heard the redone version?
I have not.
Yo, it's fucking good. Yes.
The Cavalera brothers, and it's just called Cavalera, and they did Morbid Visions and Bestial Devastations. Fuck.
Wow, that'd be something I gotta check out.
You know, I'm not a big metal guy, but that shit is fucking banging, bro. It's so good.
Yeah, man. Troops of Doom on that is just
I was just gonna fucking say Troops of Doom. That's a fucking great. Yo, you took the words right out of my mouth. Troops of Doom. Oh my god.
We, Chain Survival. We played a metal gig. There's a band in Liverpool. Shout out to the Devil's Henchmen. They're from Liverpool. They're like crossover. They're like a bit of hardcore, bit of metal, and they do a really good cover of they do Cro-Mags, they do Hard Times, they do which Suicidal Tendencies one is it they do, but they're like a crossover thrash band. So when we played with them, we were like, well, we need a kind of a metal-ish cover. So we did the beginning of Troops of Doom.
Oh, it's fucking great.
But then we went but after that, we rang out after it went dan 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 da, 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 da. And when it rang out, we went into Biotech as Godzilla because it's the fast one.
Oh wow, that's fucking. I want to hear that now.
You just gave me the chills thinking
I
about
might have
that.
to. I might have to go into my fucking my computer and make that song.
I've got it. I'll send you it. I've got it.
Send it to me.
It's not our version. It's their version, but I've made it into. You know what I mean? I'll send you it. Yeah.
Fucking beautiful.
Mike, you don't dip into the metal at all?
Venom, Celtic Frost.
Death.
Slayer is the death, but nothing past Leprosy.
No, man, same.
The only metal that I actually buy is Slayer.
Yeah.
That I kept up with. But there is a Venom song, holy shit, that you guys probably know. That I found this Venom song that is fucking good, and it's not on those old albums. It's not new, obviously. It's probably 30 years old. But
Manitou. Mana 3.
Fucking those guys.
Mana 4.
I don't remember the name of the song. Is this it? Oh, check the song out, guys.
That's an old song.
It's
Wow,
so
that's great.
fucking good.
That's
So
ace,
Uh,
man.
good.
Came out in '97, so it's really old, but it's new for me.
That's
Yeah.
actually new for me too.
I was stunned when I heard that. I was like, "Holy shit! There's life after black metal, and that war with Satan and possessed."
That's the
So
band that did everything, man. They did everything. Venom. You can't fucking deny it, man. They did everything.
my friend introduced me to Obituary, Cause of Death. Is that what it's called? Cause of Death. That album. It's good. I
Yeah, I
like
think it
that
is.
one.
Yeah, yeah, that's
But
right.
I'll listen to like Whiplash. You guys know Whiplash?
Yeah, the band Whiplash.
I don't think I've heard those. I don't think I have.
Yeah, check out
Mm.
Whiplash if you
Mike,
can.
you
They're
talking
really
about the
good.
band?
The band Whiplash. Yeah.
Yeah, that's old school. Yep, yep.
All right, missed them.
So
Shit.
yeah, Whiplash is really good. Violence, but nothing new. Nothing new.
What is new anyway? What music is like new
Tinman,
now?
you're the metal guy.
I mean, I say they're new, but they've been going 20 years. But I love Municipal Waste. I think they're great.
Oh, I like Municipal Waste too. I do.
Yeah,
Yes,
man. Yeah,
I
it's
like them also.
it's the 80s thrash, but now it's really done quite well. You know,
Oh, that song. I think you showed me a song recently. Toxic something. Tinman.
um,
That was fucking good. I don't remember what that was.
what was
though.
that? What was that now? Toxic something.
I don't know. It might
Oh,
have
I
been.
can't think.
But that
Yeah.
was some good. So that was a good metal song. But my battery's running low, and we did an hour. We could probably go for another 3 fucking hours. We barely scratched the surface on anything. I
That's
didn't. I
true.
wanted to. I
That's
wanted to
true.
talk to you. I went to Star Wars World in Disney. I wanted to talk to you guys about.
Oh
And
shit! No way.
yeah, but maybe
I'm
next
telling
time we got to do another one. Also, Andor season 2 is coming out. There's a lot going on
Yeah,
that I
man.
could
like
talk to you guys
Andor.
about.
You guys like
Andor's-
Andor?
Dude, Andor is the best Star Wars
Yo,
thing
it's the
ever.
best fucking one, hands down, right?
Yeah. It was great. To be fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Andor's fucking. It's better the second time. I went
Yeah.
around and watched it the second time.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah.
Yeah, that prison episode where they're making the parts for the Star Destroyers. That's fucking great. That's the best one.
Yeah.
So fucking good. I don't know, like the Mandalorian season 3 sucked, man. The Book of Boba Fett sucked. I did not watch
shit.
The Acolyte. I didn't watch
Acolyte's
Skeleton.
fucking shit.
Terrible. Yo, terrible.
Fuck.
Obi-Wan too. Obi-Wan was bad too.
It was bad.
I liked Obi-Wan. I
You
liked
liked
it.
I tell you what,
Yeah.
I liked it for a minute until I rewatched it and I was like, this is fucking horrible.
The fight. It's the fight at the end is the only bit I like. The best bit. Their fight at the end.
yeah.
You know, just with the half mask and that's cool. But the whole build up with the other.
Check that out real quick too. See what's going on right there?
you go.
Empire. Yes, baby.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what was
looky
pretty
what
good?
we have here.
Oh, Lando. Just a smooth motherfucker. Immediately fucking honing in on fucking Leia.
So fucking like a pimp.
Wait, hold on. He says, I'm the facilitator of this establishment.
Yeah, that's right.
Excuse me
He's
while
like,
I
you belong
slip
with
you a
us.
length.
What does he say to her? He goes, "You belong with us amongst the clouds," or some shit.
Yeah. You truly are exquisite, or some
He's
shit
a
like that.
smooth brother.
But all right, so I guess I'll just touch on it real quick. Oh, also real quick, the fight scene in Ahsoka with she fights Tinman. You
Anakin.
see Ahsoka?
Yeah.
That fight scene was pretty cool. Where she's like in purgatory there for a minute.
Yes, that was the only bit I liked. The rest of it it didn't work for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
That fight
Did you-
though with Anakin was cool.
I couldn't get into it neither.
No.
I tell you
It
what was pretty good. If you get past the animation, is Rebels. That was a good fucking show.
I struggle, man. I struggle with that animation.
No, it's hard.
Yeah.
I know.
See,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
My son's been telling me I gotta watch
Clone Wars.
Clone Wars for fucking 10 years. I put it on.
10. It's more like 15.
Yeah, he's been telling me forever, and I put it on, and I want to do it, but the fucking animation throws me off. It's not like it's bad or anything. It's just I don't know. I just can't do it for some reason.
It's bad. It is bad.
Is it bad? Straight up, it's just bad.
It's
All
fucking
right,
bad.
fuck it, it's bad.
Yeah, it's shit, man. Yeah,
Okay, so I went to Disney for a day with the kids, right?
nice.
Now, I can only swing one day there, right? Because I had to take out a loan for my pension to just go down for one day. So my daughter, we went for my daughter's birthday because she didn't want a sweet 16. She said, all right, I just want to go to Disney. So knowing that I was only going to be there for one day, she picked the Star Wars day to do that day.
Oh, nice.
That was awesome. So I don't take pictures, video. I'm not that kind of guy. I walk into Star Wars land. I took out my phone immediately.
Wow.
Dude, you walk in and you're in whatever planet it's supposed to be. It's run down. It's lived in. There's things hanging from the ceiling. You're walking down like an alleyway that could be in like Mos Eisley or some shit. Yo, Tinman,
Amazing.
I know your last guest talked about it, but it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Out of this fucking world. Yo, you come around the corner and Kylo Ren's ship is just sitting there.
That's
It's
nuts.
fucking great. It's great.
You look up and there's a ship like on the dock making noises. It's fucking crazy, bro. They did such a good job. The Falcon is just there. It's every fucking detail is there. I can't, as the kids say, glaze it enough.
Yeah.
You guys, you gotta go.
Mad dork shit, right?
Yeah, you're in the Falcon on a mission, bro. You're right. You got pilots. Yo, me and my daughter were gunners in the Millennium Falcon, bro. It was so
That's
fucking good.
Great. Did you
Did
tell
you
her
say
don't get cocky?
Yeah. I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah, don't get
Great
cocky,
kid.
kid.
I got one. Don't get cocky, kid. But
fucking
let me
great,
tell you
really.
guys, if you ever go to what the fuck is it? 50th Galaxy's Edge, I think it's called, Star Wars.
Yeah.
And you go in the Millennium Falcon ride, which is called Smuggler's Run. You're playing smugglers, right?
Yeah.
You got 6 people go in the cockpit, 2 pilots, 2 gunners, and 2 like engine people. So you want to be the first 2 people to get in because you're going to be the pilots.
Yeah.
So if you're with 4 people, make sure you're in the front so you can be pilots. Because although me and my daughter were the gunners, you're just pressing a button.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The pilots are going into fucking hyperspace and shit.
Oh. Well,
Yo,
my buddy Liam said he went there and he was queuing up and they said to him, do you want to be a gunner? And he went, I've traveled halfway across the world for this. I want to be in the pilot seat. And they're like, fair enough.
oh
That's a
yeah,
great fucking thing.
yeah, that's what's up right there.
I
Because
think
they didn't
we've
give us a
earned
choice.
Spot. We've earned a spot in the front. We know all about this shit. Get the fuck out of the way here.
Yeah, and the dude who was in the pilot seat, they tell you to go to hyperdrive, and you know what hyperdrive. If you watch the movies, you know what lever they pull to go to hyperdrive.
Yeah.
To go to fucking light speed, and he didn't know which one to pull.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
That might be beaten worthy right there.
I was
Might
like,
have
yo,
to throw a beating for that one.
You got to get out of that seat, bro.
Buddy, do me a favor. Just get the fuck out of here right now.
And
Put
for
them
the
in the
little
airlock.
kids, yeah, just freezes. They did that in Guardians of the Galaxy. Which one was it? But they did that. It was pretty sick.
Yeah.
As
yeah.
they're going out, they just freeze. And
That's
float
right.
away.
Yeah. That's it. Super.
For the little ones, though, Tim, man,
Yeah.
they have a droid factory.
Oh,
I
wow.
saw that when I was there.
Dude, you go in and you make your own fucking droid, and they have chips. Spoiler alert: they have chips. Your droid can be like resistance. He could be fucking first order droid, or he could be somewhere in the middle. It's just I couldn't find the lightsaber place though.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
I couldn't find the lightsaber place.
When I went there, they were just opened. Most of it was like blocked off still. Like there was no Millennium Falcon. There was the droid factory, the lightsabers. There was like green shit to drink and whatnot and all that
Oh,
type
blue
of stuff.
milk. They got the blue milk.
Yeah, stuff like that. But you got the good shit, man. I kept doing this the whole fucking time, looking over. Because I wanted to see what the fuck they were doing. And they had like high fences. I was climbing up like a little kid looking over.
It's fucking amazing. Like I had to pull out I had to take videos. I had to. It
Yeah.
was so fucking good. And then there's one thing where the first order like takes you prisoner, right? You get captured, but all the people who are employed there, they're in character.
Yeah.
So this one lady was being such a cunt to us, but she was doing a good fucking job. Because Emma, my daughter, had a button that said "It's my birthday," and she was like, "Is it really your birthday?" She was like, "No." So you're lying. You're a liar. So her mom said, "But we're celebrating now." So you're celebrating a lie.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yo, they stay in character.
That's great.
Oh,
Oh man, I gotta head down there.
So I'm just gonna leave Tinman. I want to leave you with a question. I just asked my brother on the first episode.
Okay.
Because Sean from Fearcast asked me this on TikTok. Big shout out to Sean on Fearcast. If you had to watch a band live, any era, live, dead, alive or dead, would you have like? What's your band to see? Any era, any year.
Any era, any year. I would love to see Iron Maiden in 1980 with Paul Di'Anno on vocals. Anyway,
You like him better than Dickinson?
no, I like him just as much, but I would love to have seen Young Maiden.
Wow, that's a good one right there.
Yeah.
I'm a big piano maiden guy.
Yeah, man.
See, I don't really like him so much. He sounds too 70s for me. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it kind of on the cusp of it. They kind of were when they made them songs. They were 70s. You know, they released the self-titled in 80 and Killers in 81.
Oh,
but those songs are 70s. So yeah. You're kind of right.
Oh, that's good. I mean,
Maiden.
Great fucking pick, man. Those two albums are my fucking favorite, man. I love them.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. Paul Di'Anno. We lost him recently, didn't we?
Oh, really?
Yeah. He died last year. Yeah.
Oh, and one last thing, because you guys are horror movie guys.
Yeah.
Especially Tinman, you love scores. I just saw Demons in 35 millimeter at Nighthawk.
How the fuck did you see that?
What's that?
Where did you see that? At Nighthawk?
Nighthawk, yeah.
Oh, no text that's even playing like that.
Dude,
Would have loved.
It was at midnight. Are you gonna go to a midnight show in Brooklyn?
Yo, look what he's doing right now. All the reasons why I didn't get a text for that. Holy shit!
Listen, I texted you for Escape from New York, and you didn't make that one, so now you're out. That's it. If you couldn't make Escape from New York, you're not making Demons at midnight.
You get one shot, buddy. One shot. If not, you're fucking out.
That's it.
That's great. How was that, though?
Dude, it was in 35 millimeter, which is all the crackly shit. Like,
I love it. Love it.
It was so much fun. The thing I noticed is another sign of our age. People were laughing at everything. And I'm like, that's not funny. That wasn't funny. But I'm realizing now I didn't find it funny because I grew up with that fucking movie, and it just the bad dubbing and the bad acting. It's just what it was.
You didn't give a fuck.
It didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
So a lot of people in the audience were laughing at it, almost like ironically. And
like
I'm
it was a comedy or something.
Like it was a comedy. I'm like, yo, these people worked hard on this fucking movie, and
I would have felt a certain way about that. I think.
Yeah, when I went to see a whole bunch of Fulci movies at the Brooklyn Horror Fest a couple of years ago, and people were laughing at it. I'm like, yo, it's not a comedy. Like, but I realized that is because we grew up with that shit. Yeah. Like for us, it's not. It is what it is. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Amazing.
And with that, I want to thank you guys for doing the show. We're on video.
The best. This is ace, man. We need to do this more often, man.
Absolutely.
Oh, we will. We did so much shit that we could talk about. What do you want to plug, Tim? Man, you got 1,000 things. I don't know where you want to start.
Fuck. Shit. I think you've plugged them already. To be fair, yeah. I tell you what. Go if you want to follow me. Go on Instagram and go on All the Decent Names Are Gone because that's the music one. That's the good shit. That and Splatter Plastic on Instagram. There you go.
I'm going to do a plug for you. Go check out Rabid Weasel's podcast because that's a really, really great podcast dedicated to that classic.
It's an advertisement.
What you got? Anything?
I
Social
just got
media?
one question. One question for Tinman. Tinman, where are you from over there?
I'm in Chester in England.
My wife is from Buckinghamshire.
That's not far. That's about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah, I was just curious because that's where she's from. Yeah.
Right. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, man.
That sounds like real fucking upper class fancy. Like she royalty.
Yo, one real quick. We were at a bar over here in Jersey, and there was a bunch of people in there, and one of the friends was with a girl from London, and she was from northern London. And I'm like, how come we don't talk to her? You know, you guys could talk shit, say the word cunt, you know? She goes, my wife is fucking funny. She's like, nah, she's a dirty northerner.
That's fucking great.
North and South, they don't get along, do they? The North and the South? Nah. What was it?
When you say bit, like she says that too. Did you watch this bit? It's fucking trippy.
Yeah.
But
man.
Anyway.
Remember Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels? Remember that?
I do. I love that.
Yeah, what does he say? Fucking northern monkeys. I hate these fucking southern fairies.
That's fucking great. I love those fucking movies, man. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. All right, fellas. Have a good night. Thanks for doing the show.
Yo, pleasure.
Yeah, man.
100%. Love it.
And you can check out the video version of this. If you're listening to the audio version, go to YouTube, do a search for Growing Up, Not Growing Old. If you're watching this on YouTube, do a search for Growing Up, Not Growing Old on your podcast app. Later.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking out the Growing Up, Not Growing Old podcast. Find us on Twitter and Instagram at Gungo Podcast. That's GUNGO Podcast. And listen to past episodes at gungo.podbean.com.